said, "Yepis, your point." And I thought, oh my God, I mean, again, the chill just went through you. It's like, man, I don't know what to do. And then that's what I said. I said, well, I don't know what to do. And they said, don't worry, Miller will be behind you. He will tell you what to do. And after a while, you realize new guys are what they call mind finders and, ambush people, because those are the first ones that get hit. The first guy in the platoon and the last guy in the platoon usually are the ones that get hit, and so either you point or you drag. And that was my role in the beginning. In the beginning, Vietnam was so unbelievably tough that boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp was tough. And it makes you or breaks you. And a lot of brothers didn't make it through Marine Corps boot camp. And when I made it through, I thought, yeah, I made it. I would have went back to Marine Corps boot camp in a minute and spent the rest of my tour in boot camp doing what they wanted me to do. That's how difficult Vietnam was. In the beginning, I thought to myself, kill me. Death has got to be better than this. It was so hard. I mean, even trying to get through the jungles, they gave me a machete, and I say this, one of the saddest sounds in the world is a dull machete. As you're trying to cut through the jungle, and it's hitting the branches, and it's making this noise like chink, chink, and it's hot, you got all this gear on, you're just like, oh man, you're dying. I remember this one brother came up in front of me and said, hey man, let me go in front of you. And his machete was sharpened, and he said, shoo, shoo, cut through it like it was nothing. That's when I learned, you gotta keep that bad boy sharpened, all the time. Well, then, one day we tripped a 500-pound bomb. I had been point most of the day, and now all of a sudden we stopped, and they moved me to drag to the last man in the platoon. And when you drag, when you stop, you turn and you look back down the way you came with your weapon there, and you look down. But I was so tired. I was so beat that as soon as I laid down, I went. And I fell asleep for a moment. And I heard this tremendous explosion go off. And found out it was a 500-pound bomb that they had booby-trapped. It killed 5 and it wounded 5. And it was already getting dark, and they were bringing in the medevac helicopters in. And I could hear them crying, and I could hear the screams. Some of the brothers who, when the bomb went off, if they were walking towards it, they were blinded, it hit them in the face, blew arms off and legs. The guys from behind got it all in the back, and as that we made like a perimeter around us so that when the helicopters came in, we'd have a place. And I remember hearing them crying for their mothers, Mom, oh Mom. Our Father who art in heaven, our Father. It was just like, whoa. And from that moment on, I realized you don't always die, man. You don't always die. So I stopped being so just walking and saying, yeah, kill me. Now, it was like my flesh came alive. My hair, everything was alive all of a sudden. And now, when I walked, I saw everything in front of me, anything that looked out of place, man, boom, hold it up, So that's when the fear entered my heart, and I said, and for a lot of brothers, there was these understandings. man, don't let me go out like that. If I get all blown up, don't let me go home like that, man. So people talked about it. And they knew, especially the brothers who had been there for a while. But that changed my whole feeling. I never wanted to be a hero. I never wanted to get medals. That was the furthest thing from my mind. The only thing I thought about was making it home. I wanted to go home. I wanted to